Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? Welcome. Hello. Are we ready to find the catgirls? Did someone say catgirls? Huh? I actually like the cat girl that was introduced last time. She was like a little mean to me, and that was interesting. That was interesting. I felt things. That was cool. I almost wanted to like say things just to bother her, but you know, Ike's a stand-up guy. He would never do that. Tired? Talk to Comcast for an hour? Oh, that sounds like so much fun. That sounds like hella fun. Comcast, known for having great service. I actually, I don't know. Are they fine? I feel like Comcast is like a. I've heard memes about it, but maybe that's just memes in the same way that like most internet things are memes. Most things related to internet service providers are memes. It was alright, but very convoluted. Yeah, I do not, um, because I am incredibly unemployed, I do not handle the dimensional magic provider for the castle. Which kind of sucks, because it also means that, like, I swear my audio bitrate randomly like cuts out, and it's probably the service provider's fault. And I really want to be like, hey, can we like get better and more consistent upload speed? And it's like, nope, we can only offer you this upload speed. Okay. Sup, Bun God? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Was more straightforward than I've had in the past. True. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if I'm ever gonna break the threshold on that. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of I don't know if this is a guys, is this a bad idea for the planning in my life? Guys, should I be unemployed for the rest of my life? Uh the struggles of wanting to be an artist in the big 2-6. Freelance worker in general. Lord von Lyria handles the Scrying Orb subscription. Exactly, that is correct. Papa Lyria and Mama Lyria are the handlers of that. Sup, Velocity? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Flar's dream of being a kept flag bearer. Yes, I will trade offer. I will hold this flag up and look cute. Ignore every other circumstance about this. Money, please. It's the what's it called? It's the anime girl putting the. It wasn't actual money. I don't even know. I felt like it was like pebbles or something. She puts like pebbles on a counter. I'll take your entire stock. True. Well, yeah, it's good to know there's some avid supporters out there. I definitely don't constantly question myself about, like, because the thing that I always get down on myself on, and then I try to, like, I try to reframe, because it's like, listen, that's not, like, it's not an accurate statement, and the problem is that, like, it's not an accurate statement, so I don't know why I continue to uphold it as an accurate statement, but it's like, I've been doing this for 5 years. That's the thing I tell myself. But I think realistically, I've only been doing content creation for about a year. So your voice is echoing in my living room because there's nothing in here yet. Echo, 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 echo. Depends how much money you can get without work. Yeah, I don't know, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I do some freelance work, but the problem is, his consistency of work, I think, is the main thing, so. I know that meme. It was some metal rock things, gray triangles, brown squares, yellow rings. Yeah. It's like, puts garbage on the stand. One cute flag bearer, please. That's the meme. Sup, Nico? How are you? What am I doing? I'm gooning right now, and none of you would be able to know. None of you would be able to know. I could be gooning right now. Can't hand check me. I'm a VTuber. Yep. You would never know. And I wouldn't even be able to move the VTuber screen up because currently my models below my waist is underneath the screen. Yep. Kind of a gamer. Son! What? What? I'm not a liar. I would never lie to chat. I would never lie to chat. Also, how dare you put a wilting rose? I am full mast right now. That's the exact opposite of what is happening right now. Don't you take art commissions too? I do. I don't really advertise them, mostly because they take a lot of time, and also part of the reason why I have personally struggled to do my own backlog of shorts and making horizontal videos and content and whatever, is that for the entire month of June, I was attempting to get an entire month of work done, which needed to be done for August, for the month of August. You know what I mean? Flower, I'm always full mast while I stream Von Lyria. Am I allowed to admit that I've considered, like, turning on, like, a thing while I stream, just, like, not using it, sorry, just to clarify, not to be using it. But, like, turning it on and, like, putting it in the background just to have people be like, what is this? What is that buzzing sound in the background? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is that sound? Why is that going? Just, like, as a funny little prank, you know? Just to be a little funny with it. Just to be a little goofy little guy about it. He's going to Yowie right now, trust? What is it? What does that mean? I do not have any boys to make out with, unfortunately. The thing of a thing? Yeah, the thing. You always stream while you do art commissions. That's true. So yeah, the thing that I was going to say was I don't really advertise it because I think I'm actually not a super great, like, artist because I do a lot of different things. So I have not put in the time, in my opinion, to be very good at doing traditional art, as in like do a pose of a character, maybe do a background. You know what I mean? I'm good at preparing VTuber models. I'm good at thinking about VTuber models, but the nice thing about a VTuber model is that, like, drawing a face is really easy because it's facing forward and everything is symmetrical. I can't hear shit, TBH. Anyways, I'm out of here. All right, see you later, Nico. Take care. Have yourself a good one. Thanks for dropping by. Time to commission a VTuber model. Yeah, and the thing about commissioning a VTuber model is that they take a while. And they're expensive, so people do not usually commission them. Which is reasonable. I think at a point in time when I was less employed, I use the word unemployed for the record because I do not make minimum wage in my country. Yeah, I was trying to do a little bit more in the like VTuber art commission space. There's actually a type of model that I still to this day am like, literally, if anybody wanted to just try VTubing for fun, this is the model they should get. I will make it. I think it's a good product, and it's like notably cheaper than like getting a full model. That being said, I think what people kind of use now is there's a plethora of pre-builts out there, like customizable models. So getting something bespoke from somebody is like you probably like the artist or like their style. Which I don't think I have a particularly defined style that is worth anything. But so the type of model that I was suggesting is like a bust up model. So what that does, like, it's effectively what I'm using right now. I guess I can change screens. Hello. Like what I'm using right now is theoretically, if I never had to do a debut or anything like that, where there wasn't some big like, hey, look, this is my model or whatever. Even if there was, like, you could just have a concept sketch of what you want the model to be and then like commission this model. Rigging stuff on the body, like tassels or like shiny things or skirt physics or whatever, is like a non-zero amount of work that basically nobody is going to see. So it's like showcasing a model that has a lot of cool stuff on it is cool for established creators, where like their big thing is that every time they do a model debut, like they'll probably get a bunch of donations and probably they'll get like, you know, a lot of secondary content out of that, which will also produce revenue. So like it's worth it for a bigger creator to do like a big debut, like model debut stream or whatever, and then in those cases having the rest of the model fleshed out, like the stuff at the bottom, all the bells and whistles, like physics, like you could spend a day, I would say, like legitimately you could spend a day probably doing the physics for a little bauble. Or I don't know if you've seen any of the... People will often have animated textures on, like, a thing. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's like if I'm wearing, like, a dress that looks like a wave, for example, you could, like, animate, like, drips coming off of the wave, or like drops of water. I just looked at Bao's model recently. She has like a mermaid model that has like water going through her tail, basically. And it's like, that's really cool. It's just no one's really gonna see that. You know what I mean? So a bust up model would just be basically like a headshot, like what you see on screen. So it's like, it's not quite a PNG tuber because you get all the expressiveness on the face and like hair physics, which by the way, hair physics take a while too. So you get good head angles, hair physics, a mouth that's moving, a schmovin mouth, which is important because having things synced is nice. Which, by the way, I was clipping a bunch of the Elden Ring stream, and holy shit, I was lagging the entire time. It's really, really awkward. No one is going to see that as they stare at the booba. Yeah, and the thing with, like, a bust-up model is that, like, you could still rig the booba. Like, you could have that there. I think my intention for a bust-up model was to include booba. It's like kind of by where the shoulder is, so you'd be floating that with the booba. Yeah, as soon as you get to half body and stuff, then you have to start thinking about rigging the clothes. You're not rigging legs and stuff like that. But anyways, it's the booba's the most important part. Are you sure you're watching the right streamer? Yeah, we're talking about rigging VTuber models. This all started. You're probably wondering how I ended up here. Oh my god, you did have some special toggles for a bit. That is true. That is true. Also on a different model, I definitely have... We can call it the other timeline Von Milkia. And, yeah, I don't know, man. Listen, stop bullying me. Oh, goodness. This shit is tame compared to different moments. What different moments? What other possible... I bet that you could never clip me saying anything sus. That simply would never happen. That would never happen. How hard or easy do you think it is to copy someone's style and art? Some art more complex than others. So, I think style is a very interesting concept. Like, it's just an interesting thing conceptually if you think about it. Because, like, realistically, what someone's style is simply a collection of tendencies that they do when they do art. So, like, I have a specific process for how I draw eyes. And honestly, like, I've changed it some amount and whatever, but I remember way back in the day when I just, like, sketched in a sketchbook and brought it to school. People would always be like, oh, I like the eyes on this art piece, Flaris. They would always compliment the eyes. So you could say that stylistically, the tendencies that I had to do, that I made, or the process that I used to make eyes, was recognizable enough to my peers such that they complimented it. You could say that that's stylistically something. But yeah, style is just the tendencies that someone uses when rendering or whatever. Rendering, drawing, like line art tendencies, you know. I think that I would not be capable of copying someone's style because I'm not skilled enough, but I understand that in theory, you would simply need a good understanding of like how they're rendering certain things or whatever. It's actually funny you mentioned that though, because like I've definitely in my current models and stuff like that, I've kind of copied, like there are a couple of artists that I take stylistic cues from, right? Considering how these experiences tend to create unique art. Yeah, I think art is cool because you're in theory, why art is cool is because you can, like, presumably you consume art in some way or another. So, like, whether that's other artists, like, if you're influenced by your peers, if you're influenced by the art that you look at the time. Like, something that I struggled with a lot, just for the record, because I've been drawing, sketching art and stuff for a long time, is that cute girls used to have very, very large heads and very, very large foreheads. You think the foreheads are big right now? They were big. So I have a tendency to draw my eyes very low on the face. And every single time I do a drawing, I have to shift them up a little bit because they're a little too low. And this is a habit I've yet to break, or it's like a, what's it called? It's like a, you could say habit. It's not really habit, but it's a sensibility. You know what I mean? Like, that's the cool thing, is that because you are influenced by all the art that is around you, and you think about it, consume it, like, you like certain things and dislike certain things, and you look at certain ways things are rendered, and you're like, oh, that's really cool, or like, oh, the way they did this thing is really cool, or I like how the line art they did in this thing is really cool. What all of that does is that it gives you a sense of what your sensibilities are, right? So when you produce art, there will be things that look right or look wrong to you when you draw things, right? So for me, if I tried to draw something like the art style of Fire Emblem, it would be very difficult for me because I'm used to, like, moe blob anime or modern anime where, like, the cheek and chin is, like, not that defined, and neither is the nose. There's, like, that is a full ass nose, dude. Like, noses are half a line or they're defined by like a triangular shadow. That's also very subtle. Like, this was only 10 10 this was 20 years ago, this art style, right? And it already looks very different because the sensibilities, the people who made this game had different, it was different stuff. They were looking at different things. Yeah. So anyways, that's why it's cool, because then your style evolves from the things that you think are cool and the habits you make when you create art. So that just inherently makes a style. However, I don't necessarily feel like I have a particular style that's recognizable. Sup, Sable, welcome. Have you seen Vegeta's forehead? Well, that's what I'm saying, is that, like, older anime had big foreheads, which means that I'm used to looking at big foreheads, like perhaps Vegeta's forehead. Yeah, and it's interesting to see how art influences other people, how that changes how they approach art, and all that stuff, because it leads to unique and unpredictable results. Like, I have a few prints hung up, and yeah, there's one set of prints, and I told the person when I was buying it from them, this was at a convention, and I was literally just like, dude, the tummies in these pictures are crazy, bro. Like, these are, like, the focal point of these. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm just like, dude, like, that's crazy, bro. You went crazy with the stomach area on this one. I kind of wanted to buy more of them, but I opted against it. Bigger forehead, more eye damage from the light reflection. Ah! I considered doing like a bangs up type toggle where it's just my shiny ass forehead. And then I decided not to do that. Guys, I don't know. Should we play the video game? Is that an idea? High forehead is a sign of wisdom. Yes, that's what I'll tell everybody. The shininess on my forehead is because of wisdom. 100%. And playing the game sounds scary. Yeah, I think I'm inclined to agree. Talking egghead. I do have a bald toggle. I don't think it's like assigned anywhere. I do think I have a bald toggle. Oh, right! Wait, hold on a second. Wait, I need to check something. Because I think I meant to show this off on the model showcase, and then I never ended up doing it. What's the hotkey for this? Where is it? This was supposed to be like a funny meme. Oh, one of the things aren't... Wait, why are the hair roots not done correctly? Well, it's slightly broken, as you can see. But I was supposed to make a meme of that we're just Gargura. Yeah, let me see if I can fix it real quick. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to... Because I don't know if I can copy the color from... Okay. Oh, maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll work. Hold on a second. I am, like, frozen in the wrong place, bro. Okay. I don't know why I'm fixing this now, because it, like, literally doesn't matter. I feel the need to. I feel the need to. I want to fix it. Let me fix it. Okay. Okay. Is that the right color? I don't know if that's the right color. I hope it is. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Maybe that's why. This one. Okay. Okay. One. Okay. Nope, I think it's right now. Yeah, I was supposed to run this joke while I was doing the model review. The model unveiling, the model anniversary. A high hairline girly. I haven't seen this person's art. It is interesting to consider how people have gotten to, like, very, very strange styles, though. I definitely hear you on that. The model baby shower. You never what? You never expect the BLJ? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The backwards long jump. What are you talking about? What the heck? Do we stream like this? So the initial conception of this model, just for the record, was to give myself like white hair and like eye bags and stuff so that I could look tired because I'm very tired. I wanted to diegetically signal that I am tired. Blue eyes, white flares. Blue eyes, white woman. That's kind of what this is, actually. Yeah, I just wonder if it would be funny if this showed up in a clip and then it's like least obvious Gargura impersonator. I'm not funny enough to be Gargura, unfortunately. I'm also not absent enough. I'm not tired. I'm not that tired yet. Oh, I realized that. Wait, it just because I changed the color of my glasses. And I'm realizing it changed it back to like stark black. Hold on, I'm gonna change that. I should realistically just change the actual I should just change the actual mesh color like on the model, but I was like, oh, I'm never gonna like turn on the Gura toggle, so it doesn't matter. Everything's fine. And then it immediately was a problem. Okay. And I just gave it like a little bit of blue. So it's not completely stark black. Okay. Which Sable pointed that out, which I think was a good idea to change that. Now Flaris is in face-down defense position. I'm always in face-down defense position. Ultra Instinct Flar. Silver hair Flar is you going sicko mode. Maybe a sleep cap would enhance that message. Yeah, when I say tired, I don't mean like tired and I want to go to sleep. I mean like tired of life and all of its implications. I'm tired of the primordial goop that is consciousness. But the thing is, the funny thing about that is that I steered away from doing that because I think Flaris's face looks a little too bubbly. Like I tried to make Flaris look tired and it was like impossible. Like the model eyes are too open and like big. So it just like didn't work. Yep. But yeah, I thought of doing this. I thought it was funny. We'll wear it for the stream because it's funny. Yeah, Flaris was too powerful. Can I do piercing damage if you're in defense position? You are asking for very suspicious things, Blade, and I'm not sure how you want me to answer that question. I could tell you that if you tried to inflict piercing damage on me if I was face down, that I only have so many defense points, so it'd probably do a lot of damage. Hey, Ike, I heard you're leaving. Going to filet mignon, eh? Right, we got to... Actually, oh, I forgot. We got to Catgirl Town, and then we were immediately like, we gotta go somewhere else. Right, we talked to the king, and then it's like, okay, we gotta go. Hello, Ranulf. Have we met this guy yet? I don't know. I was hoping I'd see you. I wanted to thank you for everything you've done. I'm glad to have the chance before I leave. Well, aren't you the dutiful one? Hey, that reminds me. You were born here in Gallia, right? I knew there was something odd about you. You're awfully friendly for a Bjork, you know. What is that supposed to mean? Wait a minute. What the heck? You went down to Pound Town? I wish I did, but I don't think we have a catgirl in our... I was going to say inventory, but that's not the same. Sup, Ed? Welcome to House Lyria. Thank you so much for the sub. Yeah, I don't think I got to go to Pound Town, actually. I don't think we're S support with anybody. Does Ike get to go to Pound Town by the end of this game, or what is the... Pussy Town? Whoa! Ayo, bro. Ayo. You're awfully friendly. Yeah, what is that supposed to mean? You might not know, but a Bjork is what... I know, it's what you call us humans, right? Oh, knew that, did you? Well, let me tell you something else. When we use the word human, we mean it much the way you Bjork... When we use the word human, we mean it much the way you Bjork do when you call us subhuman. Oh, so Bjork is like their natural word for it. Huh. They ain't wrong. Female cat is a pussy. Human. Derogatory. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I was like, human tone indicator derogatory? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, you might be right about the terminology fused, but, like, the problem is that we haven't been getting any, so... Also, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if there's, like, relationship stuff in this game. My understanding was that was, like, a later Fire Emblem thing. Wasn't it, like, they added it in the one game where you have kids, and then those kids post-time skip also have supports and relationships and stuff like that? My understanding was that Fire Emblem was, like, kind of trailing off for a little bit, and then that was, like, a big thing for the series because everybody ever who wanted to write fan fiction started writing fan fiction about Fire Emblem. It led itself to so much shipping that it broke the Fire Emblem ecosystem. You can't write fan fiction for shit. I always think that I can probably do writing, and then every time I actually do a little bit of writing, it's not really... It's not great. It's highly questionable. Or I guess, like, my actual tie-in is that if I've ever had to write dialogue for NPCs in video games and stuff, I end up being like, oh, it was actually, like, surprisingly more complicated. Like, indicating about the character's personality and how they'd speak and stuff is... Like, keeping that consistent is, like, surprisingly difficult. Writing is fun? Oh, wow! Writer saying writing is fun? That's crazy. I never would have anticipated that you, the person whose name is just Writer, would have said that. That's crazy. Writing is fun. I think I've had a complicated relationship with written media for a long time, so that's likely why I don't like writing. Well, I don't like doing a lot of things because they take time, so writing is one of those things. You feel attacked? Well, I mean, that's probably because that's what I did. Caught! You caught me. You caught me. I've been caught. Writing is alright until it's forced. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just like haven't written a story in a long time. And then character dialogue is a little different. It's a little different. Sleepy Flaris? I'm always sleepy. I'm always tired. Actually, in this case, in this instance, it is because I was up until 6. That's because I got some more work. And then I was like excited to do it. And then I was like, wait a minute. It's 6 in the morning. Writing is all right till it's left. Where did it go? Did it go somewhere unexpected? Did it stop being right because it left? A flag bearer being an impatient person is pretty interesting. Also, hello, Flaris. Yes, hello. I don't know if I'm impatient. I think there was like a huge value judgment on reading and stuff when I was growing up. And it was like don't be dumb and play video games, be smart and read books. You know what I mean? So I think me wanting to engage with video games was like not it was like, why don't you read books? You know what I mean? Which is funny because apparently the people who wanted to read books were like, were judged for why aren't you playing sports before me. It's just like, dog, I don't know. Which it's hard to like blame those people because I think the idea of shared culture and the continuation of cultural experiences that, you know, are things that people can enjoy together and share together are a good thing overall. That's what I would say, probably. I just like think I have a distaste for books because of that reason. And then the second thing is I just don't like physically needing to read. Which is what audiobooks are good for. But then it's like, well, I could be listening to a live stream. So it's kind of the same thing. Well, it's not really the same thing. Or it's like video essays. Like, I don't mind listening to video essays because they're about something. But listening to a book via audiobook is not necessarily a thing that I feel like delving into. The other problem is that any kind of listening-based thing basically has to be paired with not video work, because I have to listen to audio cues and stuff for video work. So trying to listen to two things at the same time just like doesn't end up working. So writing left with the kids and the divorce. No, no, Mitex, no. It's only so many times I want to read the same book again. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would ever read a book twice. I rarely play games twice. Because I feel like the second time I play a game, I'm just like, you know, there's like an unfair advantage. And then it's like, oh, all this stuff is really easy now because I already know the answers to everything and whatever. Which is why roguelikes are good, but, you know. Well, what is your take on playing a tabletop RPG like D&D with friends? I used to play D&D quite a lot, actually. Like, I used to play a lot of TTRPGs. There's one group who I basically said, like, I'm busy until August, so I haven't been playing with them. But also, that group ran pretty infrequently, like on, it was like Wednesday evenings. Problem with Wednesday evenings is that I would sometimes be streaming late, and sometimes I'd be behind on my other work, so I was like, you know, showing up for this game is kind of inconvenient. And the other thing that was like relatively inconvenient about it was that like keeping the mental space and awareness for it was something that I didn't really want to do. Honestly, because it's like it ran every 2 weeks, but then sometimes it wouldn't run every 2 weeks, which means that it would only run every month. And then it's kind of like, do I want to do I want to be thinking about like writing off my evening every 2 weeks and then it like doesn't run most of the time? That's kind of where I was with it. But it was an okay game. In that game, do you want to guess what my so oh my god, it's so funny. You'll never guess the character I played in that game. Usually in 2 or so TTRPGs at a time each week can be really demanding sometimes. A knight like Ike. I'm playing an angel character with fat, massive, huge, thick-ass wings. She has massive wings. Like if you look at her and you like check her out up and down, you're like, wow, those are big wings. So she's like a defense-based character. I sit by other people and then I protect them with my wings. It's not D&D, so like there are other rules and stuff, but the way she has like a magic casting system that's kind of just like it's like casting Wish with like a lot of stipulations. So your wings are heavy, ma'am. May I hold them for you? Yeah, so they're very big. The joke of the character is that she just curls up into a ball with her very large wings. But she's also basically a background character because again, like I didn't really want to take the forefront in that campaign because I mean, you know, this is like 7 billion RPGs ago for that group because they play a lot of RPGs. But 7 billion RPGs ago, I played the character Elizabeth von Lyria, Honorable Flag Bearer of House Lyria. Pleasure to meet you. And that character was kind of like semi-forced into the leadership role, but because I was edgy, I was going to say an edgy age bracket here. We kept losing in our like TTRPG story, if that makes sense. Like basically every time our party would investigate something, the breadcrumb that was left by our GM wasn't like we notably interacted with the bad guys. It was always like we were a step behind and they were always like farting on our face and they were a step ahead of us. So like it felt really bad every time like we would do something. So I distinctly remember one character defining moment was like we had effectively lost an encounter. Like we didn't really lose an encounter, but like we lost an encounter as in we got romped by one of the like 4 big bads. And a Flaris basically said out loud, like, guys, I think this is beyond our capabilities. Like, I don't think we're the heroes of this story. We should give up. And then I went on like a 15-minute long ReZero, like Rem from ReZero rant about how we have like lost every encounter. We keep getting our ass kicked. We're like on the verge of dying every time. I talked about how I've watched my friends die several times because I was a time mage, so I like rewound when people died. to like save them and stuff. And I was like, I've had this. Like, I've had it. I'm leaving. This is not, we are not the heroes. This is not our responsibility. I'm leaving. And then they tried to stop me. And then I froze everybody in time magic. I literally used the spell time stop on my party and then left. Which the other person in the party who was like the other like kind of shared leadership role in the party was the only person who passed their save to not get frozen. And they were like, you can't leave. We need to go save the world and stuff. And I was like, don't follow me. And then I left. So I sat out for a session, and I was willing to like re-roll a character for that RPG. Like I was still intending on participating, but I basically left it in like the party's hands of like if they wanted to continue having me on that party, basically. So like having that character. So they ended up doing that, and then we proceeded. But what are you talking about, Grabby Lad? I have no idea. I'm so confused. What the heck? That's actually that actually really is very dramatic and cool. Yeah, I think I was touted as like a pretty decent RPer, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can just only do so much. Like I feel like playing weekly games was a little too much for me. And it's like getting into the headspace of it. I guess the thing is like playing on a regular basis is helpful because then you are more prepared for the headspace of the thing, and then it's like instead of playing only every once in a while and then needing to get into the headspace of RPing and whatever and stuff. And also I think the problem between like long gaps between playing stuff, like one of the current games that I'm playing in is a D&D session. It's been a while since we've last played, and I remember the character that I'm playing, but I don't exactly 100%, locking in is like a little, I don't know. It's a little hard because I think the one difficult part of playing that character is that they are actually a persuasion bard. So, and I wanted to, or it was part of my goal when rolling up the character that I actually wanted to play more of the persuasion character, not like roll the dice at it. So, like we're playing a module called Out of the Abyss, and one of the dragons who we not like worked with, I guess we kind of worked with, but yeah, one of the dragons, like my method of convincing this dragon, which I also rolled really well. I think I literally rolled 2 nat 20s to convince him. But basically this dragon was being manipulated by the governing forces that be to light the forges in the town that we were in. And then we were tasked with finding a dragon egg, which we found this dragon egg, gave it to this big dragon. It's Thundershot, by the way, in case anybody knows who that is. And this is like kind of a jokes about bad dragons. This is like an evil dragon, right? We're not necessarily an evil party, so a little bit questionable that we were working with him. But anyways, we handed him this egg, and he's like rolling this egg under his foot, like considering breaking it, like crushing it, which would be like, us as a not specifically evil party don't necessarily want to do that, right? Like we don't want to convince Peppershot to crush this egg and just be like, yeah, you're the only dragon around here. And my bard was like, I recall convincing them along the lines of, like, you were manipulated for, like, your entire life, basically. Like, Thumbershot was, like, a dragon that was manipulated into running this city, like, since their inception, basically. So, could you imagine, like, could you imagine the spite, like, the haha got him that you would feel if you raised a dragon yourself and then they didn't have to deal with all that bullshit, basically? That'd be pretty fucking cathartic, right? It's not as convincing because I'm not in bard voice right now, but that was like the line of reasoning that I went with, was like, you could totally epic Lamau own them by raising this dragon yourself and being a good dad, basically. And that worked. So yeah, I don't know what that's going to result in, but my bard also has sending, the spell sending, so she goes out of her way to tell Thumbershot stories about what's currently happening, the going-ons of the party. Which, the last thing that happened was we fought a very beautiful... God, she was so hot. Ah, no. Ah, her gaze could turn me to stone. She turned me to stone twice because she's so beautiful. Yeah, that entire arc was just me being like, no, I was really hoping we'd find a Medusa. No, there isn't a Medusa here. God, that sucks that there isn't a Medusa. And then we got to the boss fight. It's like, oh my god, there is a Medusa. Holy shit, Medusa. Please turn me to stone. And then she turned me to stone. Like... but we had to kill her because she was evil and doing evil things. And the only tail end that I know about whenever I go back to playing the game is Thembershad, the very evil dragon who is evil, is going to be receiving a lot of sending messages from my character crying about how I was totally gonna date this really hot Medusa. She was so beautiful. I can't believe we had to kill her. I'm so sad. And lamenting and crying and bawling about it. And then there will probably be another sending message that's like, okay, I'm over it. Anyways. Like, because the Petra is just like a fucking party animal dolt idiot who gets hung over everywhere in the Underdark. I see we're learning about Flaris' kinks. Not gonna lie, valid. Lar just wants to be a hot Medusa statue trophy. Exactly! Exactly, I don't have to think if I'm just a statue. What D&D version is this? 5e? 5.1? It's like the updated rules. 5.5? Is that what it's called? That's like we use a little bit from both, like, modules or whatever. It's boring to do nothing. I'm not going to get into the philosophical implications. Implications? Is that like when you get turned into an imp? I'm going to amplify you. I'm going to turn you into an imp right now. You're an imp. Now! Imp yourself now! I cast Counterspell. I don't know what to say. You had to pass a listing check because I used hidden casting. I don't know. It'd be fun to be around. I love players who sink into silly shenanigans without making it too disruptive. Well, that's really funny because I did actually spend like half an entire session being like the most obnoxious, like, like like splitting the party, going on my own solo adventure for like an entire half a session. To be fair, my character had amnesia for a session. Basically, I used a scrying orb, and it caused my character a large amount of madness to use the scrying orb. So I was given an entire apocalyptic vision of like all of the demons in the abyss leaving the abyss, and like the entire world was going to be over. So this caused so much mental damage to my character that I had amnesia. And apparently it's really funny because the amnesia was curable with like lesser restoration. Like a very, very simple cure spell, right? And my bard had lesser restoration, but I did not know I had amnesia. Or like I didn't, like I was just very sus of all of my party members, because the way that I thought about the scene was that, so my my character was on like by this magical artifact thing who just had an apocalyptic vision, and then I turn around and then there's like a paladin there being like, hey, are you done doing the thing? And I'm like, yes. It's like, okay, like let's go back to the party, Petra. And then like I approached the party, and like I was holding onto my repeating crossbow, like drawn. Like I had it at the ready, and then everyone's like, Petra, are you okay? Like, everything good, homie? Like, and then they told me that I'm like the chosen of a dragon. Like I've been pacted to a dragon. I have a dragon's blessing or something. That we're currently in the process of saving a town, and we're like we're rich, we have money, adventurers and something. And it's like my only two memories are an apocalyptic vision of the world ending and like my village back home. Like memories of before I was taken to the Underdark. And then this group of equipment-clad adventurers are telling me that we have been on adventures together, saving the world, and that we're like, what? So, yeah, I like tried to like sneak out of my bar room and stuff, all that, whatever. Other second very funny thing that happened because of that was that the, you know, political state of that place was that there was the wormsmith, Thembershad, who's like running the forges, the people who are trying to control Thembershad, and like the king. Right? Like it's like a precarious situation there. You know what I mean? Because you have Thembershad, who basically runs all of the industry, but is like kind of sort of aware that they're being manipulated and isn't like a huge fan of the king. So like it's awkward. Right? It's complicated. But Petra was told that she was pacted to the dragon or whatever. So she approaches one of the guards and is like, hey, so like I heard there's like a dragon in charge here. Like I said that out loud to a guard of like the king. You know, the king that is arguably at like in a very complicated matter of like social, like it's complicated. Like Thembershad and the king in that city, status on Facebook, it's complicated. And then this dumbass bard who has been proclaimed already as like this dragon's chosen or whatever, it's like, so there's like a dragon in charge here, right? How do I like find this dragon exactly? And they're just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Literally, what are you like? I think it was the guard laughed, and then he was like, "Sorry, that is my one laugh for the entire guard rotation or whatever." Like, I am not allowed to make any emotional expressions, but that was so funny that I had to I had to laugh. So, anyways, my character got cured and whatever, but there was half a session of Petra being incredibly paranoid because, like, what the fuck do you mean I'm in a rich mercenary company that is in like in cahoots with a dragon? Sorry, we know a red dragon? What? There's a limit on expressions. What's wrong with the patrol? Gracklstug is an interesting place. It's an interesting place. So your wife is a dragon, and you are the heir to an empire, and you're on these adventures to learn more about the world. Also, you owe me 3,000 gold. Yeah. So anyways, the entire point of doing that side tangent was to say that, like, I think I know this character, but I think acting them is, like, a little... The only thing I know for certain is that Petra is going to go to the bar and cry about her dead Medusa wife that she had literally no chance with. But she's going to tell you she had a chance with. But she turned me to stone. I could have just been left as stone. It would have been so great. But yeah, the one thing about playing a persuasion bard, in my opinion, is that I think that persuading someone to do something that they genuinely, legitimately don't want to do, I think is not the purpose of having a persuasion roll, right? It's about trying to find the RP reason that you can actually work together. So I've been aiming to do that. It's kind of difficult, honestly, which is why I don't normally play persuasion characters. But I opted to do so this time. For a side tangent, that's a lot of interesting details that could actually form a character arc on its own. Yeah, I made our paladin very upset. in character, because I was being a piece of shit. Which I thought was very funny. Poor Petra, the Medusa doomed Yuri plot was in her future. I know, right? I know, right? Comedians are riding a fine line in that city, and no, the comedy scene is not that big. It's pretty funny. When you use the word human, we meant it much the way you Bjork do when you call a subhuman. Yeah, that's what's on the screen. That's what they're saying. You're blowing up the Medusa? No! We already did that. My party already did that. The point of a persuasion bard is not to bend people to their will, but rather make an interesting chain of conversations. Yeah, I mean, like, I mostly agree with this. I think actually the reason why I chose to, like, try to play a persuasion character was that, like, I have one friend who likes playing persuasion characters. Like, that's what he likes doing. But the reason he likes playing persuasion characters is more in the sense of, like, a, like, Baldur's Gate 3, like, persuasion charisma plus 8. Like, I will just convince you to leave me alone type thing. Like, very gamey style, like, if I roll well, you must be convinced. Which is partially because of the rule system that he plays in, like we used to play in, was it leaned more towards that. Like, actually legitimately, the text on rolling the secondary ability is that if you roll this high, you can persuade gravity to, like, not exist for a second. Like, it was stupid shit like that. So, anyways. Yeah, it's... Anima Beyond Fantasy is a really bad RPG that my friends played. We can convince gravity to stop existing. So if there was a meteor that was gonna crash into the village that you're trying to save a village from this meteor that's gonna crash into the ground and destroy everything, saying no meteor, go away, and then rolling Zen is the equivalent of like warping reality. So in that instance, you would convince the meteor to turn around and go away. Yeah. This always rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. I understand that people are allowed to have fun in the way that they want to have fun, but again, this always it always rubbed me the wrong way. So I wanted to take on the mantle of trying to play a persuasion character. Reality warping stuff can be funny, but there's a time and place. Yeah, for sure. The fuck is a Bjork? A prequel to Orcs? Yeah, it's Orc 2, and Bjork. Where can we buy your body pillow? Is that a real question? I think I removed the link for my body pillow because it was the art style is just a little bit antiquated for me personally. But you can find it. It exists. It would not be difficult to find if you attempted to find it. You had a body pillow? I do have a body pillow. I actually have one behind me. I own a Flaris body pillow. It's pretty good. I'm a big fan. I thought it was an Icelandic singer. Yeah, the art style is from I believe 3 or 4 years ago, so I feel like I could have done better, but use your body pillow every night. I don't have to answer this question, so I'm not going to. Make a new body pillow so that we can offload our money. I don't think I'm going to do that. I thought at maybe one point in time I would, but not. Probably not anytime soon. Okay. Really? It's an insult to be called a human? I'm glad you told me. I would have never guessed. Should warn you, if you run across any Lagoos who call you that, be careful. They are no friend of yours. Got it. Thanks. I won't forget. Foreshadowing is a narrative device. But I've digressed long enough. Let me explain why I'm here. Huh? Princess Alincia, may I have a moment of your time? Oh, you're here too. Yeah, yes, of course. The king asked that I give you this. Please accept it as a gift. What? May I ask? Within that leather pouch is 20,000 gold pieces. Bjork currency, of course. She was waiting on screen for an hour. Yeah, she was just chilling there. She's like, this is like a play, and then Ike just starts ranting about something completely different, and then Alincia is like, am I supposed to go on stage? Am I supposed to go on stage right now? Yeah. Also, if you were to make a new body pillow, would you go for an attempt to make a revamped version of the old one, or try a new direction? I would probably just make a new one. Because there's actually a piece of information that I learned after making that body pillow that I did not realize before. Is that there's apparently like there's a bleed range. There's like margins basically on body pillow art that apparently are just well known to the entire medium of body pillows. But yeah, there's like the head and feet are supposed to be in particular places so that they fit. And I did not pay attention to that at all when I made mine. Yeah, I could also probably make the I could make it more lewd, so I'd probably do that. I would do that. Now that you actually draw your own assets and stuff. Yeah, I appreciate you thinking that I'm cool. It's like the thumbs up employee who did absolutely nothing, shaking hands. I truly appreciate this generous offer, but a gift of this magnitude is not something I can accept. King Canine has done so much more than is necessary already. The king is ashamed that he cannot, at this time, provide any personal support. Please, will you accept his apology and acknowledge his desire to aid you? But... no? Well then, try this. Yes? You accept... Trade offer! Trade offer. You accept the king's gift, then as payment for conducting you safely to Gallia, you hand it over to Ike. Come on, Ranulf. You can't expect her to accept this, and it's an outrageous fee, no matter how you look at it. 20,000 gold for the life of a princess? Perfectly reasonable. In fact, it's almost borders on insulting. There's no way their king is called King K9! No, his name is totally K9. The next time it's on screen, you can definitely read it and see that it's called King K9. Just take the money. Ike looks at 20,000 gold pieces. Nah. Nah, I think I'm good. I don't think so. Consider how you have suffered and the lives you have lost. 10. No, 100 times this amount would not be unreasonable. I have reconsidered. I will accept the king's kindness. In turn, I will present it to my lord Ike. You will accept it, will you not? I will, thank you. No, my lord Ike, it is I who must thank you. 20,000 gold! Wow! Wow! I'm waiting for the king to appear only for it to be a crusty JPEG of K9 Izuna. Why is it crusty? Why would it be a crusty version of Izuna? Why can't it be a normal version? Well, now that that's settled, let's move on. Unfortunately, we do not have any ships here in Gallia. If you are to find a ship that will take you to Filet Mignon, you must return to occupied Crimea. If there's no other way, then we'll just have to risk it. No matter how cautiously you proceed, you're certain to run into Dane forces. Keep that in mind. I understand. It's too bad we're so short on soldiers. Still, there's not much we can do about that now. However, I will review our supplies carefully before we depart. What am I playing? This is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. In regard to your personal problems, the king has decided to lend you what aid he can. Are they lending me a cat girl? Please, 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 King K9, give me a cat girl. I want nothing more than a cat girl who's gonna yell at me and be mean to me. Lethe, Mordecai. I will join you. Mordecai and Lethe? That's what it is, right? Lethe. Both of you, are you sure? None of the others could stand the idea of traveling with humans. That's crazy. Wait a second. Wait, she called us humans. She gonna betray us? Wait a second. I myself tremble with loathing at the thought of going to Filet Mignon, but when the king gives an order, obedience is the only option. That may be, but having witnessed the combat prowess of the Gallians for myself, I know how fortunate we are. We will not fail you. She's hissing at us, bro! She's literally hissing at us. I have no intentions of becoming friends. Do not forget that. And stay out of my way. She's so mean to me. She's so mean to me, brackets positive. Tone indicator, positive. You must forgive Lethe. Her tongue cuts as deep as her claws do. I'll return once I've reported to the king. While I'm gone, please finish your preparations for departure. Very well. Like, here's a summary of our last battle. Oh, this is just the report. We got 240 bonus XP. We got some new allies. No casualties. Okay. Let's save real quick. I don't know how to prepare for the next battle because I don't. What does Lethe need? She has claws. So Bjork guard. Laguz stone. So I just want to inspect what these do. Huh. Lethe superiority. I do like a mean catgirl. It's my favorite. Yeah, I noticed your hair is bleached now with a tinge of blue. Mana regeneration day went wrong. So this was a meme that I was supposed to do when I was showcasing this model, was that I prepared a Gargura toggle because I thought it was funny. Because this is originally what I was planning on doing, was I was gonna make my hair silver, or like white, basically. But then when I did that, I like very slowly put like the blue stripe through the one streak of hair, and I'm like, yep, it's just Gargura. And I decided to go back to blonde. Okay, how do I... Okay, list. Oh. Trade. Equip. What is this? Help. Magic item, when equipped, halves the damage done by Bjork attacks for Laguz only. Okay. Who are you? There are no items to equip. Oh, can I do this? Item that allows a Laguz to remain in animal form. Okay. I appreciate mean characters as a whole. Also nice VTuber avatar. Thank you. I made it myself. This model was debuted on our 5th anniversary. And it's my trying to appear normal avatar. Me wondering... This is my experiment to try and find out if people don't like the Knight Regalia. Basically. Or maybe if it's a little extra for people. If I try to look like a normal facecam streamer, is that better? Also, I just wanted a cute casual wear model. Because... unlock myself. Because I'm a big fan. I put so much effort into this, like, bottom half. I feel like I could have maybe done better with the physics, but the effort was in designing it. Because I wanted these cute wing things. Wingdings. And stuff. Wow, I'm so small on the screen. I'm like a fairy on the... the thing. Yeah, I don't know. I really like this. This? Good. Very good. Also... physics. Very important physics. Incredibly important. And then this is what you see. Physics for free? Casual wear and Night Flower are both awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah, I think the skirt physics on the main model are, like, my favorite thing ever. The only unfortunate thing is that, people don't get to see it a lot. I was actually considering making, like a more vertical webcam cutout that includes more of the model, so that I can like kind of have it on the side, stuff like that. Because the main functionality of the like webcam square, just for the record, is that it makes it easier to clip shorts. That's like actually the main thing. Can we gamble? I don't think we're allowed to gambit in this game. I don't know. Oh, I think Marcia maybe needs some spears and stuff. Can I shop for spears for you? Armory. I'd like to get you an iron lance. Also, can I give her a steel lance? Can I forge you a steel lance? I'd like a special weapon. I would like it to be a lance. No, I can only make iron lances. Let's buy you some vulneries. Imagine if you made your webcam to focus on your skirt physics and new people come in and get confused what kind of VTuber you are. Oh my god, the game is continuing? I know, right? I feel like I'm doing a disservice by playing the game. Doing a disservice by playing the game. Oh my god, it's not sorted by character? Really? Yeah, I would like to sell this iron lance so that I can buy him a new iron lance. Let's give this to Oscar. This is how we do one map per stream. Exactly. And we only have the goal of completing one map anyways. I actually don't even know if we're going to get through one map because I wasn't really planning on being live for longer than 2 hours. We've been a little distracted, so I don't know what I need to prepare for, aside from buying vulneries and replacing the one dude's spear, so I think we're gonna attempt to leave base and then just do the next thing and see what we got. Yeah, I mean, the end of the story was basically the King of Gallia gave us some gold, the princess tried to refuse the gold, and then it's like, no, but you should really take this gold, and then now we're off to going to the next place. Wait, Ike's dad died? Spoiler alert? Yeah. Yeah, I think he did. Oh, I should probably be reading this. Many intelligents believe that without filet mignon's might and influence, Crimea's reconstruction will be nigh impossible. However, filet mignon and Gallia have no diplomatic ties and are further separated by an impassable mountain range. So the company is forced to return to Crimea, where they hope to locate a ship to carry them. Okay. Welcome to Fire Emblem, where all parental figures die. That's fair. Whoa, high res. Accompanied by Renolf, the warrior who has volunteered to guide them, the company leaves Castle Gallia behind. With heavy hearts and wounded spirits, they began the long march to Crimea. At least I was right about the father being a good person. I was really hoping he was evil, but I guess not. Ike, hold up. You know, I was thinking, since this castle is on the way, we should probably stop by. Really? Why? Is there something special about this place? Why, yes, there is. This is Cantius Castle. Dane seized it early on in the war. Now it serves as a camp for prisoners. I've heard there are a number of Crimean retainers being held captive in the dungeon beneath the castle. What? Are you certain? Princess, I'm hurt. Of course my information is reliable. We can rescue some Crimean soldiers. They might decide to join us. That'd be quite a boon, would it not? Yes, it would. I think it's worth the risk. Okay, well. That looks like a character that I can recruit because of their character model. Oh my god, Ike is going to tell his enemies to prepare yourself. Question now is, how do you open these cells and free the prisoners? The cells are certain to be locked, so in order to open them, logic would dictate that the keys will be in the possession of the jailers. We have no choice but to steal them. If we're lucky, the guards will have keys as well. In either case, we must move with caution. We don't want to trade blows with the entire castle garrison. Wait, why not? That sounds like free XP. Means we stay close to the walls and avoid being seen or heard, right? Alright, then our first priority is to get our hands on the keys, cell keys. Hey, you there! What? I have business with Sir Grail. Where is he? That's, You're sorely lacking in social etiquette, aren't you? State your business. Speak with Sir Grail and Sir Grail alone. Now take me to him. What you ask is impossible. Commander Grail is dead. Oh, that's a problem. Just who are you anyways? Call me Volk. Sir Grail hired me. I'm in intelligence. My father hired you? You are Sir Grail's son, correct? He'll do. Sir Grail hired me to investigate something. You pay my price and I'll give you my report. Deal? How much? 50,000. What the fuck? It's a bit steep. And worth every penny. Don't have that much. Give me some time. So you're willing to pay? My father hired you. You must have had good reason. Are you sure, Commander? We have no way of knowing if he's telling the truth. We'll know when we see the contents of that report. Until then, let's have him travel with us. That's your plan, eh? Listen, you get the report when I get paid, and I'm not waiting around until then. Keep my information for the time being. Call me when you have the gold. Stop into any tavern along the way. Tell the barkeep you've need of a fireman. You'll see me within an hour. Hold on a moment. Intelligence. You said you were in intelligence, right? Is information the only thing you sell? Come out with it. What are you asking? Locks. Can you open locks? Sure. 50 gold per lock. You going to have him open the cell doors? Is that wise? We've only just met him. There's no telling if we can trust him. We were just about to pay him 50,000 gold for information. Like, I think 50 gold per lock isn't that bad. Sure. Let's hire him. Can you help us open these cells? As long as I get paid, I have no complaint. Titania, objections? Told you before, deny you're a commander. If you decide on a course of action, I will but follow. Alright. I'm off. Good luck with that. Wait, what? You're not going to help us? Much as I would like to, I have a job to do. I will rejoin you when I'm finished. I see. Well, good luck then. To you as well. Alright, see you later, Ranulf. Okay, choose units. I want to bring the catgirl. And I also want to bring Marcia. Oh, I guess that actually means we don't need to bring Oscar. I'm debating not bringing Titania. Let's bring Marcia. Do we have room for... We can bench Boyd after we went out of our way to save him. Because I want to bring Lethe. Okay. What's up, Rance? Welcome. How are you guys even able to stealth with Titania's massive warhorse around? That's definitely what I thought you were gonna say. Commander! I'm trying to sneak around, but the flap of my armor is alerting the guards. The clapping of my plated suit is alerting the guards. Titania is a solid unit with not a lot of need for investment. Yeah, my problem so far, Rance, is I remember your comment. You told me, like, I can just bring her, like, I can invest in her. My problem is that she keeps killing everybody. So, like, I want a last hit. with other people, but I can't because Titania keeps killing them. I'm trying to sneak around, but the clopping of my horse keeps alerting the guards. I think you start some side quest-ish thing when you pay the thief. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can pay him something. We have enough people to bench her anyways. Well, like, I kind of want to use her. I just, again, my concern is that she keeps one-shotting people. Yeah, it's the Jagan character. That's what they're called. I mean, there's always a Jagan character. There's always, like... There's always a Pegasus rider. Stuff like that. There's always archetypes. And this is Sad Mage Girl number 2. Which is why we're using her. Wow, I wonder if these people are recruitable. Or hear me out. Women clad in actual protective armor are hot. Do you agree? What? No. Women in armor? No. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous. I think that's so ridiculous. I would hate it if somebody presented me with women in, like, you know, heavy armor, like, or dragoon armor or something, and, like, they've got a massive weapon that they're very skilled with and threatening me with. That would be awful. That would suck. That's so bad. I would hate that. It's a fun one. Try to get all the bonus XP. Well, I don't know how to get the bonus XP. That's the problem. Because I don't know what constitutes bonus XP in this case. Oh. Hey, this actually doesn't kill you. Wait, Titania is actually not one-shotting somebody for once. Huh. Yeah, this is my first time playing the game, so I'm unfamiliar with what is I'm supposed to be doing, basically. It's a stealth mission? Does that mean if I alert people that that's a problem? Is it a problem if I alert people? You moved up. You get a ton for not getting into any fights with the guards patrolling the area. Oh. Tell me something, will you? What's gonna happen to us? Those Dane soldiers took my friends away and they didn't ever come back. What'd they do to them? Oh, something bad happened. I just know it. Quiet, fool. Keep your cowardly muttering to yourself. It matters not what vile torture they devise. A true knight of Crimea is bold, steadfast, and strong. I care not if they pull out my nails with tongs or insert pins into the soft flesh of my underbelly or yank... Bro, Bro, what the hell? Maybe you should put a no spoiler thing on your stream to keep spoiler-free experience. I have a note on backseating in my description, but I think for the most part it's kind of like... This is a game made in 2005, so I I kind of want to know about the bonus XP, but like, I don't know. I sort of said that like you don't have to tell me, but I feel like knowing that I need to not alert the guards is kind of yeah. Also, so if I'm to not alert the guards, wouldn't that mean that I want to just like not bring anybody except for the thief? Can't believe I left my family behind for this. Will I ever get to see them again? I want to go home. Oh yeah, weapon of sorts. Help will come. I will not give up. Doo-doo-doo. So, yeah, I guess I don't really know how I want to do this then. So wait, yeah, do you maybe want to like, you can clarify for me because I don't know if I understand the confines. So if I like one-shot them or if I take them out in one round, that still counts as alerting them? Look out, we're under attack. House defenses have been breached. Oh, well. Okay. So we're trying to... Okay, I understand. Okay. So let's try that one again. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have the... We're just gonna have the thief do everything, I think. Because that kind of makes the most sense to me. Don't you like stealth missions? I feel like this is a bit of a weird place for it. But... Doesn't, like... What's that other game? XCOM? Doesn't XCOM have stealth missions? But do I have to, like, talk to them with Ike? I guess. Maybe I do need to bring Ike. So that I can recruit people. Probably should have brought Ike. I actually do, because stealth missions and non-stealth games are piss poor easy. Wouldn't that be not fun because they're too easy? You there, we've come to rescue you. Huh. Not a soldier, are you? Your clothing gives it away. I'm a pilgrim. My name is... Sephiran. Sephiran? Sephiroth! You're a monk? Why would they imprison you? I was arrested in a nearby village, where I was tending to wounded Crimean knights. I received no trial, but have nevertheless been kept prisoner in this place ever since. I see, that explains it. We've come here to liberate the prisoners of war. You should take this opportunity to escape. You'll set me free? That is the most gracious of you. I have no objection. I would ask your name. Or if you have no objection, I would ask your name. I am Ike of the Grail Mercenaries. Please, the cell door is open. You should leave while you can. Thank you. Perhaps we will meet again, Ike. I can shove them. Or did I miss anything? Not really, we just started this map. Apparently the bonus XP is for not fighting anybody, so we're trying to do that. Look out, we're under attack. Oh my god, if the door is open, that also triggers it. What? What? So wait, am I allowed to attack them or not? Can I attack the guards, or does that trigger the thing? Forgot to move the pilgrim. It's a green unit, I can't move them. When I attacked when it triggered. Get even more bonus XP for helping units escape. I guess I'm just trying to figure out, like, if it's worth it to try and, like, do that, or if I should just, like, go guns blazing. Does it sound like the stealthing is more trouble than it's worth? I mean, it kind of does feel like it is. I mean, Blade, you seem to have a bit of a disconnect between understanding how Fire Emblem works. If you leave your mages there to get attacked by people, they will die. That's how it works. So we didn't move any of our other units because we thought, oh, we're just going to stealth through the entire section. But apparently, if the doors are open and the person is able to navigate to a green unit, then that's considered alerting them. So yeah, we're just gonna do it normally, I think. Because I don't think I'm prepared at all to do this thing. It had a prompt for order. So order makes your blue units auto move into whatever context you set the blue order to be. You never control green units. So yeah, we're just gonna blast them. Look out! We're under attack! Thought they didn't react to the attack. You only do 5? Are you serious? What? Marcia, come on! What the frick, man? You're 1 off? I'm tilted. I'm tilted. And I guess it doesn't really matter, but... I think we need the bonus XP? Why? Our team is kind of homeless? What do you mean by that? I think we're doing fine. I mean, I guess Marcia can still, like, javelin them. Because if she did damage, then she would get XP. Damage. We are about to get double teamed by the people over there. I like that catgirl is just there. Cat. She is a cat. That's what she is. Just a cat. We're using this. Okay, they cannot make it yet. So let's see if we can last hit this. This is for 60. 80. Big bonk. Door key. That's what people call me. Reese kind of wants to heal. Maybe I can send Lethy in there and we'll cycle you off to do something else. Dorky, that's you. That's so original. I've never heard this one before. Did you come up with that punchline yourself? You started a randomizer and your luck isn't very good? Reset! 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 Aw, man. Dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Yeah, I want Mia to be good. I don't know if she is though. I don't know if Mia is good. She kind of just like stands there and dies. Oh, I had her armor slayer equipped. That's probably why. That might be why. All right, Lethy, get in there. Kill him. Kill him, Lethy. Kill. She's a Myrmidian. She has to be good if she promotes. Are there... I mean, I guess... It's not... I feel like it's not really a spoiler question to ask, but, like, there are promotes in this game. Like, there are secondary classes that I can get access to. The hell does Armor Slayer do? Get this blade. Alright, we have Armor Slayer. +1 luck. Alright, guys, we have to reset. We're resetting already. Is she full HP already? No. No, that's Soren, that's why. Units promote upon reaching level 21. I see. Upon reaching level 21. 21. The Armor Slayer slays people in armor. Isn't that crazy? Again, let's sacrifice Soren. Oh, right, I can't fire through walls, right? Unfortunate. Because of that, you get very few Master Seals on this game. So we'll have to be selective. I mean, I want Mia to be good. I want her to be good. Oh no, MBT flashbacks? What do you mean flashbacks? That's like concurrent. As soon as 2-1 is on the screen, 21, 21, 21, Are you ready for this damage prediction? 21. Oh, I guess it's 5 times 2. That's not... What's 5 times 2? 21? Stupid. You stupid. Okay, so I think we're gonna clear this way and, like... We're basically gonna rotate our formation. Oh, wait a second. Do they attempt to attack the guy in the cell? They might, so I think I actually have to, like, save this guy by, like, standing here. Standing here. We're standing here. Standing here. Standing here. Soren kills you. Early promoting a unit doesn't do that much, as it doesn't affect growth that much. They get an immediate stat boost, but now have a harder time leveling and lower effective level cap. Yeah, I guess... I don't know when we should be bringing Lethe or not. Like, I want to bring her because she's cute, but... Well, if this is considered a pre-promote, then technically I'm 5 levels away from promoting Ike, so... Get him. One off every time, bro. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. I'm tilted. I'm so tilted! I'm tilted! Well, it didn't matter because she was gonna miss anyways. I guess I maybe could have considered giving her bonus XP before we started the map. I was like, who's next? Oh, Ike. I guess Ike can sit here. Mia, you're supposed to dodge, Mia! That's like half of your job, Mia, is to dodge! Mia, you're supposed to dodge, Mia! Okay, well... Apparently they just really wanted to get into the cage with Mia. They're just... It kills you. You believe in Mia? I want to believe in Mia. I was like, why is this one guy so weak? It's like, oh, because he's a mage. I mean, I do think I kind of want to take out the mage. And then ward off the rest of them. Or, block them off. Like, we can just slap Titania here and be like, you can't come this way. I guess I don't know if putting Marsha here is a concern. Doesn't seem to have a whole lot of HP. Hook him. Hook him, John. So, when does Mia actually get to the Mermidian phase where she dodges everything and never takes any damage? How long do I gotta wait? Is there ever gonna be a point where she starts not costing me a vulnerary every single turn, or... That's not really a thing. Man. I'm spoiled by modern dodge tanks that simply say I will dodge everything forever. Listen, if she just becomes level 7 billion... No speed. I'm sorry, she kind of just sucks. Sure hope she does. Yes. Big weakening blow. Alright, Marsha, finish him off. That's 0 times 2. Now what? How much damage do you do to you? 5, 4, 2. So you want to do at least 20 damage. Okay, that's 24. Nice. We're finally getting to the part of the game where my stronger units don't one-shot the enemies, so I can actually prepare last hits. Give it up, Flar, to stain the worst waifu, not red hair, cool knight, but instead weak, boring Mia. Yeah, I mean, I am very partial to knights. However, blue sword-wielding dexterity fighters with or without rapiers are pretty attractive. Is there a mod that changes Mia to just be Lucina? Can we just swap her sprite? Just put Lucina in the game. Don't know who to use this poll. So we killed all the guards. We are going to kill all of the guards. Honestly, that would be an improvement. What, putting Lucina in the game? Yeah, and instead of Marsha, we'll put, I don't even remember her name. Well, Ingrid would be the 3 houses. I guess that's righter. I would like to replace Marcia with Rosado. Too bad the amiibo characters didn't get supports in Fate. Yeah, I didn't get to play that one. Just for full transparency, my first Fire Emblem game was 3 houses. And then my experience with Fire Emblem before that point was consuming art. I was a connoisseur of Fire Emblem art. And I was like, wow, the art style in this game is pretty cool. It's cool, guys. What cool art we've got here. But I'd be interested in playing the S ones. I've heard they're good. Corrin has a lot of good art. She's cool. I mean, she's also like, what should I say? Like knight armor, regular, fairly normal breastplate knight armor stuff, which I think is cool. So probably won't die, but that's an interesting unit to put in the line of fire. Does she not do anything when she's on 0 feralness? You gotta let me experiment with the game systems to know how they work, boy. You can't just assume I know absolutely everything about every single character all the time. Though I do know that is your standard course of action. My streamer did something slightly suboptimal. Calculating the exact sarcastic way to tell them that they did everything wrong. Pushing up glasses. When not in furry mode, she can't attack. I see. How do I increase furry mode? Do I, like... I was gonna ask, do I like tickle under the tail? Does that make them go more furry mode? There's a very limited use consumable you get at some point in the game. I mean, it looked like her furry mode went up by standing here. Does that matter, or does it... You can get 20 with a Laguz Stone, but it's very limited. I see. So what you're telling me is that this Letty character is actually not going to be very useful. That's tragic. Oh, we should probably heal you first. Oh, give me 1 second, actually. I have the fire text. Okay. He's useful for the first couple of turns, then useless, then useful again late in the map. True. It's the unfortunate fate for Laguz, since they're unusable half the time, they have a high bar to clear to be useful units. I see. I do kind of wish they added these games. It would also justify the price a bit more, because... Oh, the DS games, because one of the few legal ways to play Fire Emblem and other DS games. Yeah, it's like, I do have access to hardware to play the DS games, so, like, I could do it whenever I feel like it, I just don't have the, More so that I don't have the time. Ooh, you just cook them. Nice. Can Mia survive a steel lancet? Maybe. See, we have a better sage than Soren. Yeah, I'm probably going to be using not Lysithia. Some of them... It's annoying and random when they turn your Titania into a Lagoose. Ah. I see. A triple torch in the top right? Oh my god. It's a decoration. That's crazy. Oh, it being the high bar to be useful. Oh, clear it as in, like, be useful enough to be worth running. Alright, Mia, please do not die. I'm counting on you to be useful. Hey, we're huge! Mia dodged, let's go! Hey, what's up? That's why she's the GOAT! The GOAT! Oh, right, wait. There was a message about, like, a Mia slander. Wait, I actually wanted to read that. Mia slander stings hard, even so I will always keep believing in her. Is based. That's based. I mean, I will continue trying to use Mia. I just wish she dodged, you know, instead of not dodging. You're a Crimean soldier, right? Come on, I'm here to rescue you. Seriously? I'm not dreaming again, am I? I'm a mercenary in the employ of Princess Alencia. I'll give you all the details later. For now, we have to move. What? The princess? Oh, happy day! Wait, let me stretch a bit. Oh, sorry, I'm stiff from this hard floor. Ah, cramp! They just took dialogue from me waking up this morning. Oh, for the love of... Come this way! Alright, hold on a second. Remember the king having any children. There's no time to explain, hurry up! Coming! Oh. Right, I'll just have them wait. Yeah, I think direct tells them to, like, move towards... So this one's a yellow unit, as opposed to this one that's a green unit. Right? Am I... Right? This is clearly yellow. This is clearly green. Already talked to this guy. This game is pretty easy overall, but I'd say it has among the hardest early games of any Fire Emblem. I mean, we're not playing on Maniac, so, like, I wouldn't know, right? It's like, are we healing here? Alright, zap. Sweet. Yeah, I think we are going to use this character because she's not Lysithia. I don't, like, but I don't know if we need two mages, because, like, we might, right? And also Soren randomly doubles people, which is, like, kind of broken. Like, that seems kind of strong, don't you think? Nice. Every time Mia actually hits a dodge. Let's go! Wow, that doesn't kill you, which means Mia can get the last hit. Let's go! Double attack points is more than no attack points. I mean, that's true. This is true. Even if you don't talk to the units, the game still is generous enough to count them as recruited as long as you've opened their cells. I see. I'm going to work under the assumption that I was supposed to talk to them because I feel like that's appropriate. Oh, I don't have to talk to you. Oh, never mind. Trying to get them to the escape point without getting caught was a real asshole, though. Oh. Sorry, do I actually need to direct them to, like, get to the exit? Like, is that... Do they need to get here in order for me to get bonus XP, or, like, what? Because... Do I have to do that? It's a small amount. Well, apparently there's bonus XP for getting, like, rescuing them as well. So... I mean... Is this boss gonna move or not move? It seems like they're not moving. Fuck stealth, I guess. We literally already did the thing. We will have a unit rescue each one and carry them to the end. Oh my god. I didn't know I had to do that. Oh my god. No, bro. Well, let's start doing that, I guess. I don't know if these people are gonna get aggroed or not. Okay, Volga's on his way. We can start busting down this thing here. Who has the chest keys? Don't you have chest keys? Yeah, you have one chest key. Bullet, what are you on about? What the... Thanks. That's... okay. Understandable. Do they have chickens that can bring these green units to the end of the map without me rescuing them? Because that'd be real freaking useful right about now. Luffy, pick this man up. You're telling me I actually had to carry them to the exit? That's crazy. So who the hell's gonna pick that guy up? Wait, maybe Marcia does it. But Marcia needs XP. Let's see. Let's see if that aggroes them. Who else can carry somebody? Yeah, I'm more asking what was the context for this, and why are you saying it? Which is also a subtle indicator that you should stop talking about it. That's generally what that means. It's called a social cue. I'm giving you a social cue. But Marcia needs XP. She needs XP. I mean, I guess, like... God, this is gonna be so annoying. I have to slowly bring all of them to the exit. Okay, well. Can we talk about how Q, Q, and Q are all said the same way? Ah, it's nothing to cry about. Is that like a... Is that antiquated enough that people don't know what that means? Is that an expression people still use? Like QQ? Like Q underscore Q? Is that an emote that nobody cares about? I can't tell if I send weird meme faces that nobody will understand. I don't know why my brain is having so much difficulty trying to determine what I should be doing in this scenario, but... Because, like, the thing is, these guys aren't gonna move. So I can just, like, walk up to them, right? Do you want to know the game's internal name for Kirin? Also his Japanese name, but that's not as funny. Do I guess that's a good question. Do I want to know? What could it possibly be? Yeah, Marsha's not getting any XP this map. This is just not happening. It's Kevin! Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, this recruitable unit, his name is Joe. That's it. His name's just Joe. I mean, I always wonder about that, right? Because presumably, like, Titania is like a name that somebody... That's someone's name, right? Marcia is actually also like a... It's not spelled the way that I would assume, but... Oh. Okay, don't die, Soren. Soren? Soren? Soren, don't die. Soren, don't die. Okay. They only got attacked because they were in range, thank God. Can I pick you up? No. Do I have to direct them to the exit? Here, direct. I don't know what the correct... Target? Halt? Target. Oh, like I can get them to move out for the target area. Are these both yellow units? You're a yellow unit. You're a green unit. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll slowly start making our way over. You still have a vulnerary? No, she doesn't. I mean, I don't want to target these people. You have a steel bow. I mean, I think this is outside the range. Okay, what if I did like this? And then I healed you. Titania's internal name and Japanese name is Tiamat? What the hell? Yeah, that does seem like much less of a real name. Oh, right, I can't spit them out on the same turn. Right. I should have just pushed her. What I wanted, the resulting thing that I wanted to happen was basically just a push, so I should have just pushed her. Just statue frag. Okay, let's see if the yellow units move. Okay, that yellow unit moved. The one yellow move it. I forgot to move Soren, but he dodged. Dang, Soren really got a will to live. That's crazy. Okay, can I pick you up? Oh, direct. No. Order. So wait, what do I do about this guy? How is this guy gonna get to the exit? His weight's like 33. So wait, what do I do with him then? Did you talk? We can't talk to him. You don't? I'm trying to get the bonus XP! So I went back, assuming that I needed to save this guy, and then it's like, no. Maybe someone else could talk to him, but I don't know who. Fuck bonus XP, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the bonus XP system, you know, it's a good idea. Granular currencies that players can use in a strategic way are generally good. It's generally good. However, comma, the communication of getting bonus XP is not clear. It's not clear how we get it. Mia, dodge, Mia! Mia, you have to dodge! Dodge! Look who's come to play. I'm so very happy to see you. Yeah, I'm happy to see myself in the reflection off your bald head. You do have the show bonus XP settings turned off. There's a fucking setting for it? What do you mean? Now then, are you ready to become my prisoner and live a life of eternal bliss within my lovely dungeon? This guy's name is Dano Mill. You're telling me I can just turn that shit on like right now? It only shows after the fight, so it's not too helpful, but there's a setting for it. Wait, what do you... No, I get the combat report. Soren tells me how much bonus XP I get. I thought you meant it's like a counter that updates while you're playing. Like, no, I don't care to know about it after the fact, because then the point is to know what things I'm doing in the moment that influence getting the thing. I don't care about knowing after the fact because the map's already done. There's a different thing that shows you what gave you bonus XP and how much. I see. I understand. Alright, cat. Kill this man. 64%. Wow. Useful for learning for a subhuman. Whoa. Behave yourself. I'll build a special cell just for you. Perhaps I'll stuff and mount you too. Whoa, 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 whoa. The only person who's going to be stuffing Lethe is me. You stay away from my cat wife. Yo, the dodge. We're huge. That's my job. You keep your paws away from her. Flar, execute this guy. Flar, kill this man. I can't believe they thought they would get away with that. Whereas I cast silence on you, I cannot be silenced. Keep his paws away from her paws. Only my paws on those paws. You chose to relate to stuffing, not mounting. I mean, I could do either. Honestly, kind of down for either. I guess Mia's just gonna sit here. 65, 51. I'll equip the armor slayer and then wait. Oh, wow. Well, thankfully they did not double me. No! Where's my speed? I need the speed. She has a speed growth. She's supposed to be going speed up. Hello there. You're a Crimean soldier, right? I've opened your cell. Let's get out of here. Who are you? Literally who, bro? Who are you? I'm Ike. I'm with a mercenary company hired by Princess Crimea. I can fill you in on the details later. For the time being, you'll just have to trust me. Very well. Okay. Let's wait. Can I just kill this guy? Ooh, it's one off. Nice. Oh, did she crit? No. God damn it. Good math there. Was it 14 times 2? Oh, she didn't crit. I just, like, literally didn't do the math. Nice. That's cool, that's cool. It's fine. Sometimes you can't math. That's okay. Alright, what's 8 minus 9? 8 minus 9, Chad, what is it? 21? It's 21? Kill him. Minus 1. No, that's a plus 2. It's plus 2. Surely you don't do any damage, right? Let's heal you to 26. Can I contact my lawyer before answering? No. No outside calls. Zup. Oh, you will not escape. I forgot that they have things that I can read. Did you see... Guys, did you see her XP? Did you see what XP she got? Did you see it? You can go back. You can go back and read it. Outa! Damn, half a bar. No, she ended up at 6-7. 6-7. Flaris. What? Get out. It's not my fault. The game is the one that gave it to me. Wait. My respect for you went down a smidge. What do you... What? Okay. Let's open some more chests. Note to self, never make a 6-7 joke or your chat will kill you. This is not... This is an active threat. steal lance. Yeah, I did steal this lance. That's crazy. Short axe. Should I attack the guy? Just gonna wait. Partner phase. She's getting attacked. Holy shit, bro! Watch the fuck out, dude. You're gonna die. Now, if it were a 6-9 joke. We don't joke about 69 here. We're very, very serious about that number. It's one of the most important tags. You can't attack. 7. Okay, let's try to do some math. This is 24. Uno. Dos. Wait a second. Yeah, to clear is escape. Okay, got it. I need you to do like 2 damage to them. Bonk. Yeah, so now we just have to wait. Thank you. Here I go. Ah, at last. I can leave this place. Okay, so now we can leave. She was never seen again. Escape. You know, sneaking around like this just isn't my way. Does every unit need to escape? Wait, what the fuck? Really? Let's get out of here. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do I really need to make escape with Lethe first? Were they gonna say something? I guess I didn't know that Ike was gonna end the map. Maybe I could have assumed. Does Lethe say something funny? Wasn't she carrying the green? Ah! Oh my god. Well, first of all, I didn't know that escaping Ike. I was under the impression that everybody needed to escape. So I tested with Ike, and then it ended the map. So that's unfortunate. One more time. I don't think so. Does the green monk guy become recruitable regardless? Maybe, who knows? Damn. Brought one of the Crimean soldiers who was held prisoner. I'm sure you're unaware of this, but I am... Princess Alicia! Oh yes, quite right. I'm Kevin. I served under General Joffrey as leader of Crimea's 5th platoon. You impressed yet? My platoon had the honor of escorting you from the palace during Dane's attack. Really? You were there when... I was! Lord Renning ordered my platoon, that's the platoon of Kevin, to accompany General Joffrey and serve as your escort. Our mission was to see you safely out of Crimea to Gallia's king. But we failed you, and when you were lost to us, I believed my worthless life was at its end. Yet here you are, to think that I would be so blessed to see you again. Such emotion. The tears. Kevin, were there any others? Such terrific Sorry, what? Who the fuck is this guy? What? This guy is so sus. Did anyone other than yourself survive? Of course, though I was the only unfortunate enough to suffer the misery of captivity. General Joffrey and several of his soldiers fought off the Dane attack, and I, Kevin, survived. They were able to slip away. Even now, they wait in Crimea, hoping for one last chance to strike a blow against Dane. Joffrey, he's alive. How those words drive off the shadows across my heart. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for surviving. Don't worry about it. I'm way past cool. The opportunity to serve you again is my greatest reward. For as long as I draw breath, I will stand ready at your side. This I swear. Alright. We all know where Kevin stands. How about you two? Will you recognize Princess Lyria as the rightful heir to the Crimean throne? Will you fight for her? Well, look here. My name's Brom. This lass is Neffany? Like Stephanie? This is Stephanie. We're just simple country militiamen from the same territory. Now, we don't know much about nobles and stuff. Kings and queens don't matter much when we're working the fields. Of course, we know we'll be in trouble if someone takes our fields away from us, so that's why we joined the militia. The King of Dane's no friend of ours, and I hear he's doing terrible things too. Vile torches with rusty nails and more. What's gonna happen to my family? I left them all back home. I'm so worried I can hardly see straight. You can defeat the King of Dane. Will this country return to the way it used to be? Is that what you're after? Yes. I'm also very... Oh, sorry, you were talking to Lyria. I guess I don't actually have anything to say about this. As long as I draw breath. Brother Flar is your commander. This isn't gonna be long. Well, I mean, he's probably gonna stay alive because I don't think we're gonna deploy him. You sound like a lady who stands by her word. Looks like my choice is easy. Mine too. I'll fight in your name. I'll be you and yours, and we'll send those Dane milksops packing. Damn. I beg your pardon. You're... Oh, blessed saint. Master Seraphine, or Sephirin. Seraphine? League of Legends? Sephirin, you live. Brom. Sniffany? Are either of you wounded? We're fine, but what about you? You were jailed for helping us. I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't... Hope they didn't hurt you. It's nothing to fret about. Everyone is safe, and that's what matters. Oh, blessed one. Pardon me, may I have a moment? Yes? Oh, you're the man I met earlier. I owe you so much for freeing me. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. You don't have to thank us. However, I am curious about your situation. Why were you aiding Crimean soldiers? Do you question my story? You're a monk on pilgrimage as well as an ally of Crimean resistance fighters. Under the circumstances, do you blame me? Oh, I mean, he's a... you know... Tell me something, Ike. If you came across a wounded person, could you ignore his plight? Normally, no, I could not. These times where it means risking my own life, I don't know, it's tough to say. Aha, you're quite honest. However, if actually faced with such a choice, a man such as yourself would not hesitate. If faced with an individual in pain, you would act instinctively. Your body would not wait for the command. Who? Wait a minute. Who are you? Really? You're so calm, so full of peace. I can't believe you're a simple monk. That's literally what they do, though. That's their thing. If you'll forgive me, I must be going. I mean, his hair is green, so he could be a dragon. Fare thee well, young warrior. I'm certain that we will meet again. Sephiroth! Ike. I sound like Snake from Metal Gear because I'm Snake from Metal Gear. Oh, hello, Volk. What do you want? I was thinking about traveling with you for a bit. I'll be in the general area if you need anything. You can call me on my codec. Your what? My coat. You can call me with a smoke signal. I'll help you out. For a fee, of course. What did you say? He can call me on my codec. Late night. If he needs my love. Why would you do such a thing? In times such as these, there must be many parties that need intelligence. Well, besides, well, I can read? Well, you've sparked my curiosity. And besides, no. We'll just have to leave it at that. That's not acceptable. Reaction image. Anytime Flaris says anything slightly problematic, Titania image. That's not acceptable. Don't be so inflexible. It's not as if I'll be joining your merry band or anything. This is strictly business. And yet you... Titania? I believe this is a good opportunity. Shut up, Soren. Shut it. Shut it, Soren. You weren't allowed to say anything. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Soren. And get in the maid outfit. We almost certainly have need of this man's talents. He is a dubious character at best, but at least we know his motives. Everything begins and ends with gold. It'll be easy to control. Soren, he's standing right there. Yeah, I mean, he said he's in it for the money. So we're just hiring him, and that's fine. I don't think he minds. What will it be, Ike? The decision's yours. Yeah, sure, whatever. Very well, you may do as you like. Excellent. Call me if you need anything. My codec number is... First the thief and then the monk. Whoa! Ranulph, get out of that maid outfit. That's for Soren. Soren's been wearing that. You didn't put the panties on, did you? Because those also would have been used. First the thief and then that monk. What an odd band of characters you've attracted. Ranulph, have you finished your errands? All done. What about those two? Yes, they're rather mysterious. Well, the monk seems like a decent enough fellow. Determining who is friend and who is foe is something I must be able to do, but it's just so hard. Boy, you're saying that I actually need to, like, pay attention and... I actually need to decline people who want to join me? I don't want to do that. Snake's codec frequency is 14096. I didn't know that. First, where did you even get the dress? I got it from... Well, I bought it from a cosplay store so that I could put it on Soren, and then I've been putting it on and off Soren and demanding that he dresses and undresses several times a day because that's his punishment for almost completely ruining our diplomatic relations before we even got to the got to Gallia. It's only because you don't have enough information to base your judgment on. All we can do now is press on. You're right. Well, apparently if I meet any beastmen who call me human, they're low-key shit-talking me. Apparently. Have I wore it? Have I wore the maid outfit? Does putting the used clothing on my face count as wearing it? Because I have no comment about that. So that's going to be it for today. We finished our one obliged map to finish. It took us a little bit longer than expected. But that's going to be it. So, hey, if you're still here, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your support as always. And I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye. my